What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Report. The news cycle is absolutely wild right now, and we've got some unmissable updates that you need to hear. Get ready, because we're diving deep into the biggest stories making waves across the globe. First up, a revelation from the tennis world that's got everyone talking. We're talking about insights from a major player on facing off against a legend. Then, we're shifting gears to settle a debate that's been raging. Who is the true GOAT? We've got a Grand Slam-winning legend weighing in with their definitive pick. Next, a former coach is breaking down a potential challenge for a rising star heading into a major tournament. Will they be ready? And finally, we're exploring if one of the year's biggest sporting events is becoming more about the spectacle than the sport itself. It's all here, and you don't want to miss a second. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let's get into it. A confession from the court. Frances Tiafoe, a prominent figure in the tennis world, recently shared a fascinating anecdote about his experience playing doubles alongside Serena Williams, a moment that provided a unique glimpse into the competitive mindset of one of the sport's greatest athletes. Their partnership, though not resulting in victories, offered Tiafoe a front-row seat to Williams's legendary determination and her candid reactions during high-stakes matches. In a recent discussion with rising American player Hailey Baptiste, who herself experienced the thrill of playing with another tennis icon, Venus Williams, Tiafoe recounted a specific match where Serena Williams was paired against the formidable duo of Roger Federer and Belinda Bencic at the 2019 Hopman Cup. It was during this encounter that Williams, despite facing a barrage of aces from Federer, maintained a remarkable level of confidence, even in defeat. Tiafoe vividly recalled Williams's reaction to Federer's serves, expressing a sense of bewilderment and a firm belief in her own standing. Federer is acing her, and she's like, "Well, I've got 23 and he's got 20, he's not as good as me," Tiafoe shared, highlighting Williams's unwavering self-belief. He further elaborated on the surreal experience of witnessing this mindset firsthand, noting her persistent assertion that despite the on-court results, Federer was not superior to her. This exchange underscored the psychological fortitude that defines elite athletes, where personal achievement and confidence can transcend immediate outcomes. Tiafoe admitted that the losses he experienced while partnering with the Williams sisters were particularly difficult to stomach, driven by a strong desire to see them succeed. Baptiste echoed this sentiment, reflecting on her own doubles match with Venus Williams at the CD Open, describing the immense pressure and the feeling of responsibility that comes with playing alongside such legendary figures. She confessed that even minor errors on her part led to feelings of regret, fearing she was letting her partner down. The conversation also touched upon the shared experience of playing in packed stadiums, with Baptiste comparing the atmosphere of her match with Venus to playing in Arthur Ashe Stadium. Such was the intensity and the crowd's engagement. The narrative highlights the profound impact these athletes have, not just on the game, but on the aspirations and experiences of their peers. Even in matches where they didn't emerge victorious, the competitive spirit and the unique perspectives gained from playing alongside legends like Serena Williams and Roger Federer offer invaluable lessons, shaping the understanding of what it truly means to compete at the highest level. While the competitive intensity was palpable, the mutual respect between Federer and Williams was a consistent theme. Federer himself acknowledged the challenge of returning Williams's serve, describing it as unreadable and praising her focus and champion's mentality. Their combined dominance, marked by 43 Grand Slam singles titles, is a testament to their enduring legacies in the sport. The story offers a compelling look at the human side of these tennis titans, revealing the camaraderie, the pressure, and the unyielding self-belief that fuels their extraordinary careers. But what happens when greatness is measured not just by wins, but by legacy and personal connection? Get ready, because we're diving into a debate that pits two titans against each other, with a Grand Slam legend making their pick. The undeniable GOAT. In the ever-evolving conversation surrounding the greatest male tennis player of all time, Novak Djokovic's statistical achievements have placed him at the forefront. However, the debate over who truly holds the title of the ultimate champion remains a passionate one, with Roger Federer continuing to hold a special place in the hearts of many. Gordon Reed, a decorated wheelchair tennis Grand Slam legend, has firmly stated his allegiance, declaring that for him, Federer will always be the GOAT, irrespective of Djokovic's record-breaking career. Federer concluded his illustrious career with 20 Grand Slam titles, a remarkable feat that, while surpassed by Rafael Nadal, 22, and Novak Djokovic, cemented his status as an icon. Djokovic, meanwhile, has amassed a greater number of ATP Masters 1000 titles and holds the record for the most weeks spent as the world #1 player, underscoring his statistical dominance. Yet, Reed's admiration for Federer stems from a deeper connection to the sport. Speaking at a Play Your Way to Wimbledon event, the two-time Paralympic gold medalist shared his enduring admiration for the Swiss maestro. "I will always be a Federer man," Reed told the Roger Report. "I grew up with Federer as my idol, and that has not changed for me." Reed's personal journey with tennis was profoundly influenced by Federer, who he credits as the reason he fell in love with the sport. His heartfelt tribute upon Federer's retirement in 2022, posted on social media, read, "Thank you for everything you've done for tennis. You were the reason I fell in love with the sport as a young kid. Your style and personality inspired me, like many, many others. It was a pleasure to share the court and learn from you in recent years." This sentiment reflects the broader impact Federer had on a generation of players and fans. Reed's doubles partner, Alfie Hewitt, also a Grand Slam-winning legend, acknowledged the difficulty in definitively settling the GOAT debate. Hewitt noted that while Djokovic's records are undeniable, Federer and Nadal possess a unique appeal that resonates deeply with their fan bases. "It's tough because from a records perspective, it's Novak," Hewitt stated. "All of these guys did unbelievable things for our sport, and it's hard to separate them and say who is the all-time best. They are just an unbelievable trio of competitors, and we can all still learn a lot from what they achieved and their longevity in the sport." The discussion also touched upon the emergence of Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz, with some suggesting they are elevating the game to new heights. However, Reed cautioned against premature comparisons, attributing the current buzz around the younger generation partly to recency bias. He emphasized the importance of remembering the incredible achievements of Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and even Andy Murray during their peak years. "Maybe it's easy to forget how good Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and Andy Murray were when they were at their best," Reed commented. "I guess no matter what you think about this debate, you are never going to see a peak Federer or Nadal against Sinner and Alcaraz, so we just have to enjoy these two for what they are doing now." This perspective underscores the unique eras and contributions of each generation of tennis stars, encouraging appreciation for the sport's rich history and its evolving future. While the GOAT debate continues, the focus now shifts to the present and future of the sport. We're looking ahead to a major tournament and hearing from a former coach about a rising star's potential challenges. A pre-tournament hurdle. As the U.S. Open approaches, concerns are mounting over the fitness of rising tennis star Jannik Sinner, who was forced to retire from the Cincinnati Open final due to illness. Ivan Ljubicic, a former coach to Roger Federer, has weighed in on the situation, suggesting that Sinner's recovery timeline could significantly impact his ability to perform at the Grand Slam event. Sinner, currently the world #1, began feeling unwell just before his highly anticipated match against Carlos Alcaraz in Ohio. Despite his condition, he took to the court, but was only able to play for 23 minutes before retiring while trailing 0-5 in the first set. This health setback led to his withdrawal from the U.S. Open mixed doubles event, raising questions about his readiness to defend his singles title. Ljubicic, who coached Federer from 2016 until the Swiss maestro's retirement, explained the critical nature of Sinner's recovery period. "If he recovers in 2-3 days, there won't be any setbacks," Ljubicic told Gazzetta dello Sport, as transcribed by U by Tennis. "If, however, he has to rest for the entire week, then it becomes difficult to regain the form needed to win a slam." He further elaborated on the challenging conditions at Flushing Meadows, noting that the best-of-5 set matches, coupled with the heat and humidity, could prove particularly taxing for a player not at peak physical condition. The distance of 3 out of 5 sets, the heat, and the humidity of Flushing Meadows could cause him to lose a lot of energy, he warned. Sinner has faced a series of health and fitness issues in recent months, leading some observers to label him as fragile. However, Ljubicic dismisses this notion, attributing Sinner's setbacks to a series of unfortunate events rather than an inherent physical weakness. For me, these are unrelated cases. Jannik had a hip problem that he fixed, then he was just unlucky, the fall on his elbow, the alleged virus. It doesn't mean his body is fragile at all, Ljubicic stated. Despite these concerns, Sinner remains a strong contender for the U.S. Open title, alongside Carlos Alcaraz. The two young stars have dominated the Grand Slam circuit recently, sharing the last 7 major titles and appearing in the most recent finals. Ljubicic acknowledged their formidable presence, stating, "They're certainly clearly ahead of everyone else. I'd be surprised if they didn't make it to the final, with Jannik's health still a question mark." He also commented on their head-to-head record on hard courts, where Alcaraz leads 5-2, but noted that Sinner performs exceptionally well on the surface, suggesting their matches are always closely contested. The upcoming U.S. Open will be a crucial test for Sinner, with his ability to overcome his recent illness and regain his top form being a key storyline to watch. As we analyze the fitness of current stars, we turn our attention to the evolving landscape of major tournaments. Is the U.S. Open becoming more about the spectacle than the sport itself? We're exploring the Glam Slam phenomenon. The Glam Slam spectacle. The U.S. Open, the final Grand Slam of the tennis calendar, has long been synonymous with a unique blend of high-stakes competition, celebrity allure, and cutting-edge fashion, earning it the moniker Glam Slam in some circles. Flushing Meadows transforms into a vibrant hub where elite sport intersects with show business, attracting a constellation of stars from the worlds of entertainment, music, and beyond. James Tollington, group director at sports and entertainment agency Fuse, notes that when the right elements align, such as Serena Williams' dominant era or Frances Tiafoe's impressive 2022 semifinal run, the event becomes a magnet for VIPs. The tournament's association with style is palpable, amplified by moments like Anna Wintour's presence, which elevated tennis's fashionable image, particularly during Roger Federer's iconic night sessions in his signature all-black attire. Reports indicate a significant rise in celebrity appearances at the 2023 tournament, with a 60% increase overall, signaling a continued trend of A-list engagement. The fashion industry is also leaning into this synergy, with apparel companies forging partnerships to enhance their lifestyle offerings. Tyler Ellis, CEO of a luxury handbag company, emphasizes that fashion has always been integral to tennis, citing examples from early pioneers challenging dress codes to Serena Williams' memorable Louis Vuitton tutu at the 2018 U.S. Open. The Celebrity Watch at Flushing Meadows has become an event in itself, featuring notable personalities like Leonardo DiCaprio and Timothée Chalamet, highlighting the venue's capacity to host cultural icons. Ellis further observes that this era marks an inseparable fusion of style and sport, with athletes like Federer and Naomi Osaka inspiring the next generation by demonstrating that true cultural influence is built on discipline, excellence, and authenticity. Beyond the courts, the U.S. Open is experimenting with innovative content strategies to capture a broader audience. The introduction of Game, Set, Matchmaker, a reality dating show streamed on the U.S. Open's YouTube channel, filmed during Fan Week, aims to explore the romantic side of tennis, mirroring the success of celebrity pairings like Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf. This initiative, featuring a former figure skating champion seeking love amidst the tournament, seeks to create engaging narratives that resonate with a younger demographic. However, this focus on spectacle raises questions about its potential to overshadow the core sport. Harry Wright, strategy director at experiential agency Imagination, warns that while such initiatives can generate headlines, they risk undermining the tournament's authenticity if perceived as mere gimmicks. He suggests that these cultural add-ons should complement, rather than define, the event. The tournament also saw the return of mixed doubles, featuring high-profile pairings like Carlos Alcaraz and Emma Raducanu, though their run was brief. The event also highlighted contrasting dynamics, from the energetic Alcaraz-Raducanu pairing to Novak Djokovic and Olga Danilovic's less synchronized performance. The U.S. Open's signature drink, The Honeydeuce also proved a major hit, with sales reaching $12.8 million, further cementing the tournament's status as a cultural phenomenon. The USDA and its broadcasters are intentionally positioning the US Open as a comprehensive cultural event, aligning with broader trends in the sports and entertainment industries. Despite the allure of glamour and off-court activities, player welfare remains a consideration, with scheduling and player fatigue, as noted by Carlos Alcaraz regarding the mixed doubles, being points of discussion. The tournament's expansion to a 15-day format has boosted attendance and hospitality sales, indicating a strong demand for immersive fan experiences that extend beyond the matches themselves. The challenge for the US Open lies in balancing its identity as a premier sporting competition with its growing reputation as a cultural spectacle, ensuring that the game itself remains the central focus amidst the dazzling array of off-court attractions. As the US Open continues to evolve, the stories from the tennis world keep coming. We've covered incredible insights, GOAT debates, and the intersection of sports and culture. Now, let's quickly recap the biggest takeaways. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on today's show. We heard Frances Tiafoe reveal Serena Williams' mindset against Federer, Gordon Reed declared his GOAT, Ivan Ljubicic shared concerns for Jannik Sinner's US Open chances, and we explored the Glam Slam nature of the US Open. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Roger Report for more amazing content, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts on today's stories, and follow us on all our social media channels. We'll see you in the next one.